Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to thank all of you. I know that everyone at this college tends to be already busy. Am I right? Yes. And taking on an additional task is something that is really an act of generosity on your part. And it is very, very much appreciated. I, in particular, want to thank Mercedes Del Rosario and Judy O'Toole, who are our coordinators. So I think we should give them a hand for sure for taking on the job. They got the little call from me, and I don't know if they went, oh no, but actually they didn't. They were really very gracious about it and said, this is great. So I really appreciate that, as we appreciate all of you. I think many of you do know that President Mello is in Japan, which is the only reason why she would not be here, the only reason why she's not here, because certainly she appreciates all of the effort that goes into the CUNY campaign. And I know we have a very strong track record at LaGuardia that we're very proud of, the generosity of this community. So we expect you to live up to that and be successful. Next month, November, is 50 years now since the assassination of President Kennedy. It's hard to believe it's 50 years. And now I'm being videotaped and taped, so I shouldn't really tell you how old I was when that happened, but I was 10. And I remember it very vividly. And I thought it would be appropriate to have a quote from President Kennedy today. So he said, quote, "It is the greatest of all mistakes to do nothing because you can only do a little. So do what you can. One person can make a difference, and every person should try." President Kennedy, of course, was famous for exhorting us to contribute to our country, to making our society a better place through our own individual actions. And this call to action was taken up by his brother, Robert Kennedy, who I would also like to quote today. So this is a quote from Senator Kennedy. Quote, "Few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events. It is from numberless diverse acts of courage and belief that human history is shaped. Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope. And crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest wall of oppression and resistance." So each of you and each person who gives creates a ripple. And we have to have faith that that ripple creates a current, because very often we don't see that. We don't always see how all of these small acts come together and form a mighty current that can make a big difference. But we should have faith that that happens. So I'm going to conclude one more quote. This is a thought from the Talmud, the record of Jewish law and customs and stories, and I think many of you probably have heard this thought. "Whoever saves a life, it is considered as if they saved an entire world." So with that in mind, remember that everything you do makes a difference and saves the world. So thank you. Your work is so, so appreciated.